Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, my beautiful women of Qur'an. Now, welcome to another video. In this video, I'm sharing a short sample from my Monday Tadabbur class. We have Tadabbur every Monday evening. And in this class, we reflect on the very first page. In this particular sample, we reflect on the very first page of Surah Al-Baqarah and what the Qur'an teaches us about success. If you are new here, my name is Binta Yahya. I'm a Qur'an educator and a mindset coach. And here on this channel, I help believing women understand the Qur'an while understanding themselves better. And we do that through coaching prompts, reflection, anything on mindset, relationships, because I'm also a relationship coach. So if this is something that really resonates with you, stay tuned, subscribe for more of similar content. One of the things I really value is in the fact, in the teaching that I do, is really that it gives me the chance to take the time to slow down and really understand what Allah is saying to me in the Quran. So I tell my students that I think I'm the one who benefits most from the teaching, because it's a reminder. Sometimes I open my eyes to a new perspective. And in this session, in this sample that you see, I've known about the muflihun. I thought about it, but just again, what the student is saying, what she's saying, just made me again understand that we absolutely need this mindset shift, because sometimes we don't realize. We may logically say, I know what true success is, but then our behavior, our actions are all oriented towards the wrong version of success. So I think this ayah, this page in Baqarah, this first page, really makes us pause and wonder, what version of success am I really following? What are my actions reflecting? What are my behaviors depicting? Because our actions will definitely tell us what version of success we are orienting ourselves towards. So, without further delay, enjoy the video, and I'll see you at the end of it, inshallah. But yet, as a believer, we have no doubt that this Quran has no doubt in it. Mm-hmm. You guys understand? So we are being challenged to submit to Allah, not to our own intellect, not to our own logic. Okay? So there is no doubt, and this book has no doubt in it. It is a book of guidance. And it's a book of guidance, even if there's some parts that you may not understand. Mm-hmm. It's not because you don't understand that there's something wrong with the book. Mm-hmm. If you don't understand, it means that your knowledge is limited. My knowledge is limited. My understanding is not complete, but the book in itself is complete. No doubt in it. It is guidance. Mm-hmm. This is so important, because Shaitan is going to come with the waswas. That's his power. The power of Shaitan is to come with his whispers and put doubts in the hearts of the believers. Okay? Mm-hmm. So this is the reason why when we see this ayah, ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. So when the whispers come, no, we refute it, because Allah already told us this book has no doubt in it, and it's a guidance for me if I want to be among the muttaqin. Mm-hmm. So now we are also introduced to the muttaqun. The muttaqun are the pious people, those who fear Allah. Muttaqun are those who have taqwa. What is taqwa? Taqwa is to fear Allah. And really like a comparison, right? Analogy. Taqwa is as if you know how like rose bushes has like thorns, and you don't want it to scratch you, and so you're walking in a way like I'm doing the gestures, but you guys can't see me. But it's like you making sure that nothing touches you, right? Like you going into among these bushes of roses, but you're trying to be careful that it doesn't scratch you. So you hold on to yourself in a way. You guys understand what I mean? When I do that? So you like hugging yourself, like going through it and make sure that it doesn't scratch you. This is having taqwa. You're doing this with what? Making sure that the punishment of Allah doesn't touch you. So you're being careful. You're being careful with your deeds, with your actions. You want to make sure that you're not doing things that are displeasing, that are haram, you're really careful. That's having taqwa. Okay? Taqwa. That's having taqwa. Taqwa means to fear Allah, to be conscious of Allah, to remember Allah when you're trying to do something. And it comes from that fear, like, Allah is so powerful. Yes, He's merciful, but He can also destroy, So it's like, I'm His slave. We already talked about na'budu. I'm His slave. I don't have any entitlement. He can decide today that I'm alive and tomorrow I'm not. My life is in the hands of Allah. So I'm being careful in how I'm doing things that Allah has entrusted me with. How I'm dealing with people, how I'm dealing with myself, my body, how I'm dealing with, this dunya. I'm being careful. This is having taqwa. Now, in the rest of the page, we see that Allah describes to us who are those muttaqun, right? الَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْغَيْبِ. They are the ones who believe in the unseen. So number one, belief in the ghaib. Okay? Ghaib is the unseen. It's like your soul. It's the jinns that you can see, the angels that you can see. You can't see Allah. You can't see Jannah. You can't see hellfire. There's so much that we can't see, right? So the unseen is everything that we cannot see, right? It's not something that we can verify with our five senses, right? This is the ghaib. So, الَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْغَيْبِ. They believe in the unseen. Those who have taqwa, the muttaqun, they believe in the unseen. What else do they do? وَيُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةِ. They establish salah. Establishing salah means what? It's not just praying, but they are looking at, okay, am I doing everything in the salah correctly? Okay, am I going into ruku properly? Am I coming back from sujud properly? Am I sitting properly? Am I saying my Fatiha correctly? Am I praying correctly? Am I covered properly before I pray? Am I facing the Qibla when I'm praying? Do I have wudu before I pray? All of these things is establishing salah. It's not just praying, because praying could be just making dua, right? Establishing, you see the word establishing, it has to do with what? Setting things in order. When you establish something, it means you have a structure, you set things in order, you put things together. So establishing salah has to do with all the pillars, the conditions, the sunnah. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, then it means you have to learn about the proper way of praying. Okay, so you should know what is arkan of salah, what are the wajibats of salah. If you do not know that, that's important. Every Muslim should know this, because every Muslim is required to pray, to establish salah. So that's a goal. Like, if you don't know, it's like, write down a goal. I need to find out, do I really know my salah correctly? So the establishing salah. Number 3, وَمِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ يُنْفِقُونَ. And they spend from what they were granted. They spend from what they were provided. SubhanAllah, it's beautiful. Allah did not say that they spend. He said they spend from what they were provided. Meaning the money they used to spend, it doesn't even come from them. It comes from Allah. You understand? You were not in class, but there was a guest student. She was in class with us, and she gave an example of charity that she gave. And I said to her, but even the charity that you gave, this money, it did not come from you. I said, you don't print money, you don't create money, right? The money was in your hands because Allah gave you this money. So they spend from what Allah has given. So when we spend in charity, we should never be deluded to think that the money is coming from us. Allah put that money in our hands. So we spend and we remember that it's coming from Allah. Right? It's the source. So they spend from what we have provided for them. And then وَالَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِمَا أُنزِلَ إِلَيْكَ. They believe in what was revealed to you. So now we're talking about revelation. Right? Revealed to you, meaning, O Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. وَمَا أُنزِلَ مِن قَبْلِكَ. And what was revealed before you. the previous scriptures. And then the final qualities for the muttaqun, it says, وَبِالْآخِرَةِ هُمْ يُوقِنُونَ. They have yaqeen in the akhirah. They have certainty in the akhirah. They don't doubt about the akhirah. Right? They know that they are moving every second. We are moving towards the akhirah. We're not going backwards. Every second, we are getting closer to our own death, and we are getting closer to the akhirah. Because for us, akhirah starts with our death, right? And since we don't know when we're dying, and the death doesn't discriminate. It's not because maybe I'm the oldest here, I'm going to go first. No, a baby can go first. A 13-year-old can go first. A 50-year-old can go. Like, it doesn't discriminate. We just don't know who's going to go next, right? But what we know, every second, we are moving towards the akhirah. You guys understand?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so now, those are that's the first page of Baqarah. The first page of Baqarah is telling us that the Qur'an has no doubt in it, that we need to humble ourselves with the knowledge. We may not understand everything, but we still have to submit to what we don't understand. Okay? We have to believe in Allah and what He's telling us. That takes precedence over our own logic. Then Allah talks to us about the muttaqun, their qualities. And then He tells us in the last ayah, He says, those, ayah 5, أُولَٰئِكَ عَلَىٰ هُدًى مِّن رَّبِّهِمْ وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. And those are these people who have those 5 qualities that you see on the screen. They are those who are upon guidance, the right guidance. They are those who are on the Sirat al-Mustaqim. They are those who are on the right guidance. They are those who are an'amta alayhim, those who Allah has favored and pleased with, right? And they are the successful one, muflihun. They are the successful one. So what is true success? Success is actually to be saved from the hellfire. That people have so many versions of success in this world, right? Some people think success is having mansions and money and cars and all of that, right? Being popular and everybody knows you and love you. They think this is success. But what is Qur'an teaching us about success? Husna, what does the Qur'an teach us about success? You hear me? How about you, Hadi? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
So, Heidi, let me ask you that question while she's moving. What do you think is teaching us about success? If it says those people with those 5 qualities are the successful, what do you think is teaching us about success? Yeah.
Like different from the norm.
Yeah.
Because usually we think like the way you explained it earlier, like famous people, maybe those
Yeah.
like well known
Yeah, absolutely.
and have
Absolutely.
money and cars and luxury stuff.
Yeah. You're right. That's what people think is success, you know? But Allah is teaching us that no, success is a person who is saved from the evil. He's saved from hellfire. Is a person who believes in Allah, who helps, he uses whatever Allah has given him to help his fellow human, right? He prays his 5 salah. He believes in the books, and he believes that there will be a day of judgment, and he lives his life accordingly. This person is successful. That is true success. SubhanAllah. And this is something that I love when you said that, because it means that we need to do a mindset shift. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We need to do a mindset shift, because otherwise we're gonna be working and putting all our energy to the wrong version of success. There you have it. I pray that you enjoyed this short sample from our Monday Tadabbur class. The classes are usually an hour long. And I hope it also made you pause and think about your own definition of success. Because this is really what I love about Tadabbur, personally. When we take the time to slow down, right, and understand the Qur'an, sometimes an ayah that we've read so many times, it can suddenly make us stop and like really look at it differently. It's like, wait a minute, let me pause. And what I really want you to, the coach in me will be like, what I really want you to pay attention to is not just the knowledge of it. Yes, I understand this is what Allah has taught me about success, but it's really to ask yourself, when I look at my life and I look at my behavior and my actions, are they actions that are revealing the right belief about success? Because internally, everything starts from the internal, right? So internally, we may have some beliefs, and then it's translated into action. So when you look at the action, is it matching with that belief about true success? That's really where the coaching would go, right? So Tadabbur, reflect on what is true success based on this first page in Baqarah, and then ask yourself, go inwards and ask yourself, okay, looking at my actions, do a self-audit. Is it matching this version of success? And mashallah, if you have been wanting to spend more time understanding the Qur'an rather than just simply reading it, I would love to have you join us. The class, again, is on Mondays. It starts at 7:30 p.m. New York time. It goes for like an hour. Because every session is recorded. If you don't have to worry about missing, if you miss one a live session, you can always catch up with the recording bi'idhnillah. We'll put the link in the description below, inshallah, and you could go on the landing page and see a bit more about it. And you can always email me if you have any concerns, or if you want to get a discovery call. That is also doable, inshallah ta'ala. Any good is from Allah, any mistake is from me and from the shaitan, and may Allah forgive me. Subhanaka Allahumma bihamdik, nashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Remember to subscribe to this channel and share with any sisters that you think might benefit from. Until next time, inshallah, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.